Today we're going to be focusing on our inner energy and paying attention to that. We all have an energetic magnetic field around us, and it sometimes interacts with other people's, can be influenced by other people's. So coming back to yourself and checking in with yourself and your energy can be really helpful for a lot of people. I'm going to be mentioning a lot of more imagery type stuff today. We're going to be talking about painting energy, imagining paintbrushes on fingertips, and things like that. So if anything doesn't feel right for you, please do not do it. It's okay to sit in child's pose or forward fold or any pose that seems more comfortable for you. It's okay to feel a little bit of discomfort or pressure in some poses, but if anything ever hurts, please back out of it and maybe try to come back in a bit softer, and please modify as needed. I'm gonna back up and we're gonna start. We're gonna start in a comfortable seated position. I am cross-legged. You do not have to be, it's whatever's comfortable for you. We are going to either close down the eyes or just find a spot in front of you that is not moving and start to soften the gaze around it. Start by taking a nice big inhale, drawing the shoulders up, lengthening through the spine. As you exhale, roll the shoulders back and down, still trying to keep a nice straight spine. Start by checking in with the breath. Notice what it's doing. Notice if there's a pattern or a rhythm to it, maybe even a sound. Notice if it's going more into your chest, your belly, or a combination of the two. Notice if it changes as you start to pay attention to it. There's no right or wrong, it's your breath. I'm just noticing what you're coming in with. Next, taking a mindful moment, start to check in with your body. How's it feeling today? What is it needing today? Checking in with your emotional body, your thoughts and your feelings. Doing your best not to judge yourself for anything you're thinking or feeling. It's never permanent. We're just noticing like an onlooker so you know what you're coming into today. And this week, I'm also going to have you check in with your energy. How is your energy feeling? Is it high energy, low energy? Is it a positive energy? Maybe a down energy? Again, not judging yourself for anything that's coming up. We're just noticing. As you're ready, you can start to blink the eyes a few times, even if they were open, and we'll start. So we're going to take the hands out to the sides, palms face down, coming up on the fingertips. And we're going to act like there is a bubble of energy around us, and we have little paintbrushes on the ends of our fingers, and we're going to paint our energy. We're going to paint our bubble. So if you like a certain color, you can imagine that color. If you want to just go for it and see what comes out, that's fine as well. On the inhale, we'll take the arms up, gaze comes up, making that circular motion. Flip your palms, exhale, come down, maybe tucking the chin. 2 more times. Inhale to rise up, palms are open, they come together at the top. Flip the palms, exhale to come down. Last one. Next, we're going to start to take that right hand down to the mat. Left arm's going to come up overhead, and we're going to fold over to the side. It's okay if you don't go over as far as I do. Any tip to the side. And we're going to lead with that left hand, making a big circle out in front of us, and the other hand follows. And we'll come back the way we came in, circling. So painting the bubble that is in front of us. Remember to breathe. If it feels more comfortable, you can match the movement with your breath. If you want to just play around with it, that's fine too. And we'll do one more just to even it out, coming to the other side. Right arm comes up overhead. Inhale, we'll bring both arms up overhead. Flip the palms, bring the hands out to a T. So we're gonna try to get all sides of the bubble. We're gonna start by pulling in the core and maybe seeing if you can feel that little ball of energy in the core. We're gonna fire it up a little bit in a gentle way. So we're gonna take a nice big breath, and we're gonna start by twisting over to the left-hand side, back to center, right-hand side. And if you'd like to come a little bit more into it, feel a little bit more fluid with it, with moving the energy, we can start to wrap the arms as we come through. So really feeling we're getting the back of that bubble with whatever hand is in back. Remember to breathe. We'll do a few more. One more each side just to even it out. And we'll come back through to center, arms come up, gaze comes up. And we'll draw the hands down. We're gonna come through to hands and knees. You can get there however you feel comfortable. I personally like to roll forward on the knees, plant the hands, and then untuck the toes. I'm gonna turn so you can see me though. We're gonna come into a cat-cow. We'll do 3 of them. And thinking about now this ball of energy is on your spine, and we're gonna move it up and down the spine in a very mindful way. We'll take a nice big inhale. We're gonna drop the chest down, bring the bum and the head up, and maybe drawing the chest through the shoulder blades. As you exhale, we'll tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, press the mat away with your hands, and wrap through the back. We'll do that 2 more times. Imagining that little ball of energy flowing through the spine. Last one. Inhale to find cat. Or exhale, cat. We'll come to a neutral spine. You're welcome to give it a little shake if you need it to reset. We're gonna do that same thing, but we're gonna fire up through the core a little bit more. So you might feel the energy there. And you also might feel another little ball of energy as it rolls along your back. We're gonna come into that cow pose, dropping the chest, head and bum come up. And we're also gonna bring the right foot up into the air and flex it, almost like a donkey kick. As you exhale, we're cat-like with the back. We're gonna draw the knee in towards the forehead. It's okay if it doesn't touch. 2 more times. Inhale to lift into cow. Exhale, curling into cat. Last one. We'll come back to neutral. You can give it a shake to reset if you feel you need it. Other side. Coming into cow, lifting through the left foot, kicking up through the heel, flex the toes. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the forehead, press through the mat, round with the back. 2 more. Inhale, coming up. Where's your ball of energy? Exhale, cat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we'll set the knee down. Give it a little shake if you need it. So challenging the core a bit more, I'll give some options for this. We're gonna draw the right foot back, tap the toes. As you exhale, press into the hands and draw the heel towards the mat. Totally fine if it doesn't touch. For most people, it won't. Inhale, we'll shift the weight forward so the wrists are directly in line with the shoulder blades. And lifting through the heel and the back of the thigh, we're gonna lift that right foot up into the air. It's really normal to start to open up through that hip, but we want to ground it down so it's in line with our left hip. From here, you can tent the left fingertips out, or if you want to challenge, draw them up into the air. We're going to feel that ball of energy in our core now. We're going to take a big inhale, reach through the heel of the foot, through the fingertips. So we're pressing away the past, reaching towards the future, grounded in the present. Nice big exhale. We're going to draw the elbow towards the knee. It's okay if it doesn't touch. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to curl in. Where's your ball of energy? Last one. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to curl. Release everything down. Evening it out, doing the other side. Left foot steps back. Draw the heel down. Press into the hands. Inhale, float forward. Draw the foot into the air. Keep the hips level. Right fingertips can tent at the front of the mat or come into the air. Inhale to find length. Exhale, curl for 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful. Set everything down. We're going to come into down dog, but just for 2 seconds, so bear with me. We're going to curl the toes under, press the hips up really high into the air on the tiptoes. Exhale, draw the heels down. You can bounce a little bit here if you need to. Check in with your energy. Where is it at? And then nice and slow, we'll walk to the top of the mat. It's okay to bend into the knees a little. And we'll hang just for a moment. We're going to picture that little ball of energy is now in between your feet. And as we roll up nice and slowly, it's going to travel with us. It's going to come up the legs, through the belly, or if it feels better, maybe up the spine and envisioning it rolling across each vertebrae. So whatever works best for you. Nice big inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, we'll roll up. Nice and slow. Fingers can travel along the legs if that helps with balance. Gaze should be down at the floor until we roll through the shoulders and let the head come up. So from here, we're going to do 2 really energizing poses. The first one is called painting your aura. And I will demonstrate first, but we're going to do 10 of them. So take your time. So we're going to imagine that energetic bubble that is around us. And as we inhale, we'll take the arms up into the air, picturing those little paintbrushes at the ends of our fingertips. And as you exhale, you'll bend into the knees, and we're going to act like we're flicking all of the paintbrushes off. And then inhale, we'll come back up to straighten. So we'll do that 10 times. If you want to envision a color to paint your aura or that you're flicking behind you, you're welcome to do that. So here we go for 10. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale. Halfway, keep going. One more. Inhale up and exhale, let it out. Inhale, we'll come back up. Draw the hands to heart center, thumbs touch the sternum. If you want, you can close down the eyes. Check in with your energy. Where is it? Does it feel like too much and it's bursting out of you? And maybe you need to use the breath to bring it back down. Does it feel just right and we want to try to hold it here? Maybe even holding it between the palms. Does it still feel low and maybe we want to use this next pose, this next variation to try to get it back up? When you're ready, you can drop the hands. And I'm going to turn just so you can see me, and we're going to get a little silly with this one. So all animals, like if you have a dog or a cat, when something happens, they have this amazing ability to just shake it off. And as humans, we don't do that enough. So we're going to spend a moment just shaking everything out. So we're going to imagine anything bad energy, or that we consider bad energy, anything we don't want anymore, anything that's not serving us, we're going to shake it out. We already loosened it up, moving the energy around today. Now we're going to shake it out. So that can look like anything you want it to. I like to add a little jump and flip my hands, and we're just trying to get it out, 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 out. If you want to add little kicks, you can get fancy with it. But we're just going to shake everything out. Get it out. You don't need it anymore. You don't need it anymore. And when you feel like you've gotten everything out, draw the hands back to heart center. Close down the eyes. We're going to end session by taking our hands and rubbing the palms together, creating some energy between them, creating some warmth. We'll take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, open your palms and send that energy out into the world. For the world, for others, and to give a little part of yourself. And we'll take the hands back together, rubbing them together once more, creating warmth, creating friction, creating energy. We'll take a nice big inhale. Exhale. The next inhale, we're going to hug those hands into our heart and breathe in that energy. Breathe in that warmth we've created for ourselves. Hands come back to heart center. Maybe taking the thumbs up to the forehead. Remembering that today you are enough. Next week you will be different, and you will still be enough.